Good evening, viewers. Welcome to today's lecture on how to avoid online scams. I tried to run this lecture yesterday, but I developed some complication which made it very difficult for me to continue to the end, and therefore I had to adjourn up to today. Today I'm feeling much better, and therefore we are going to carry on to the end. How to avoid online scams. Introduction. The advent of the internet and social media has taken the world by storm. By all standards, more than half of the world's population is on the internet daily. There are 5.07 billion people on the internet daily. The internet has revolutionized the way we do business, providing us with an array of opportunities to connect target audiences, increase brand visibility, and grow our businesses. In today's digital era, having a strong online presence is no longer an option. It is necessary for business to have high-speed, efficient business phones and internet. Reading social media. The graph below is courtesy of smartsites.com. How many businesses use social media? The answer may surprise you. It is a whopping 93.79%. This means almost every single business out there is using some form of social media for marketing, engagement, and customer service purposes. Look at the graph below. This graph was done in April 2023, and it lists the top social media platforms. Number one is Facebook with 2.963 billion people users. Number two, followed by YouTube, which has 2.527 billion people. Followed closely by WhatsApp, which has 2 billion people or users. Closely following is Instagram with 2 billion also. And then we come to WeChat, 1.313 billion users. And then we move down to TikTok. TikTok has 1.092 billion users. Then you come down to Facebook Messenger, the subsidiary of the Facebook, which has 1.036 users. You move down to Snapchat, which follows Facebook Messenger with 750 million users. From Snapchat, we go to Tauten, which has 730 million users. From there, we go to Telegraph with 700 million users. From there, we go to Quamodo with 640 users. From there, we go to Sina Weibo, which has 586 million users. From there, we go to Double Q, which has 572 million users. Last but not least is Pay Interest with 450 million users. In the United States, a whopping 30.57 million businesses actively use social media platforms to promote their products and services and interact with their customers in 2022. When you take into consideration that that number on a global scale, there are an estimated 312.61 million businesses utilizing social media. Most common internet scams. The fraudsters have taken advantage of the wide use of social media to perpetrate the following scams. Number one, computer program cold calling scam. The scammers telephone out of the blue, claim there is a problem with your computer. They will call you using the numbers you have displayed on your social media. They can fix, and then they tell you that they can fix your program remotely for free, and you will be asked to download remote access software. And if you do, they will have full control to your computer and any information held on it. What you should do: if you get a call like this, hang up immediately. Block the number from contacting you again. Report the scam to the appropriate authority for investigation. If you feel that there is a problem with your computer, seek a professional and a trustworthy advice yourself. Number two, punk and building society scams. These scams typically involve a fraudster pretending to be from your bank, phoning you to say you have been a victim of fraud. There are many variations on this scam. They may ask you for personal and financial information to get access to your bank accounts or to commit identity theft. Number two, or they may tell you there is a corrupt member of staff in your bank and they need your help to identify them. Number three, they may also ask you to transfer or your funds into a safe account because your account has been taken over. Number four, if they feel that they have controlled your mind, they may ask you for your card secret number. Next, what you should do. You should wait for 20 minutes before you call your bank on a trusted phone number to check it out whether what they are claiming, that person is claiming, is true or false. This is because scammers are able to keep phone lines open and they can easily listen into what you are calling about or you are talking about and intercept you and pretend that they are the people from the other hand, and then they will confuse you. Whereas you think you are making a new phone call, the line is still open to the scammer who pretends to be a different person from your bank or the police. If possible, use a different phone number or call somebody else in the meantime to ensure that they are disconnected before you start communicating to your bank. Number three, computer software scams. Scammers may call you claiming to be from a well-known software company, saying there is a problem with your computer and they need full remote access your computer to fix it. They may charge you a fee or use the unlimited access to your computer to commit identity theft or to gain access to your online banking account information. Number 4, investment and pension scams. Fraudsters call offering the chance to buy share sales, wine investments, land banking, carbon credits, rare metals, diamonds, or other gemstones. Another emerging scam involves false scams about pension reparation, known as pension loans. Many people have lost their entire life savings to investment scammers. Protecting yourself from telephone scams. There are a number of ways you can protect yourself from becoming a victim of a scam by phone. Reject cold calls. Sign up for a call blocking service. This might not stop or scam calls, but it will stop cold callers. If you receive a phone call from someone you don't know, always ask for the name of the person you are speaking to and who they work for. Check this information by calling the company's office on a different phone line in case the caller is holding the line open. Never give out your personal, full credit card or online account details unless you made the call and the phone number came from a trusted source. Next, never assume that someone is who they say they are just because the number on your caller display matches that of the organization you know. Scammers can clone telephone numbers of organizations they want to impersonate and make the number appear on your caller ID display. It is best not to respond to text messages or missed calls that come from numbers you don't recognize or are not expecting. Preventing and reporting scams. You can find advice on how to protect yourself and others from becoming a victim of a scam, as well as information on how to report a fraud at the links below. That is www.nedirect.gov.uk/articles. Or you can use the alternative site in your country that can facilitate your reporting of such scams for investigation. Social media scams. The following are the tactics the social media scammers use to victimize people: sending you malicious links that infect your devices with malware, running online dating scams and coercing you into sending money or signing up for fake investment platforms. The latest version of this scam, known as the pig butchering scam, has cost victims over 10 billion US dollars. Posting ads to fake stores that steal your personal information money. They can use to steal your identity, impersonating brands, celebrities, and the people you know, and tricking you into giving them money or personal information. How to detect scams? Their messages include a lot of grammar and spelling errors. Many scammers aren't native English speakers and may use poor spelling, strange and unnatural language, or awkward formatting. Be especially cautious when someone is claimed background where they were born, education, etc., doesn't match up with how they write. It is a brand new social media profile with little content or a few friends. The average Facebook user has around 200 to 250 friends. But you should take caution here because fraudsters might be having more than this average, even thousands of users whom they use to fraud. Regardless, but this is the indicator. This is the common indicator of fraudsters on social media. But there could be exceptions, those with large numbers of friends or connections, but they are still fraudsters. Regardless of the platform, if an account has fewer followers than that or is very new, it could be a scammer. The profile belongs to someone with whom you thought you were already friends. Scammers create cloned profiles to impersonate your friends and contacts. You receive a random message with a link in it. Never click on links or engage with unsolicited direct messages, DMs. This is how scammers trick you into going to fake websites or downloading malware onto your device. The following is an example of such fake such links that will lead you to fake websites where your information will be corrected and thereafter be used against you. Support team scammers will pretend to be official social media accounts to get you to click on malicious links like below. The source is Twitter. Dear user, copyright infringement was detected in one of the tweets on your account. If you think copyright infringement is wrong, you need to provide feedback. Otherwise, your account will be closed within 48 hours. You can give feedback at the link below. Thank you for your understanding. What the trick the fraudsters use, all the scammers on social media use, or any scam on online, perpetrating scams online use is the creation of urgency. Like in this case, they are telling you that within 48 hours, something bad will happen to your account unless you click the link below. If you get, if you look at their urgency and then you go down here, and then click the link without having to think twice, then you will be in trouble. They will get that link, will correct all the information from your Twitter account, including your logins, passwords, and everything, and then you will be in trouble. They can even take over. They can even take over your Twitter account completely, and then use it for the perpetration of further crimes online. Another example is where the scammers have traced your posts on social media, and they understand the nature of your business. They understand that you are carrying out international business where you receive funds via Swift payment system. So what they will do, they will get your contacts from your social media and then write to you an email like this one, appearing as if someone has sent you payment via Swift, and then they will ask you to click on an attached document. That attached document will be can be a spyware or a malware that will corrupt your email and even correct all your contacts and also your password to the email, so that they take full control of it and they use it for criminal activity online. This is the example here. Next. You are asked to send money online via gift cards, wire transfers, payment apps, etc., or invest in a cryptocurrency. This is the number one red flag that you are dealing with on a social media scammer. That you are dealing with a social media scammer. Posts or ads promoting a deal that seems too good to be true. Low prices or hard to find items that are readily available are major warning signs of a scam. You are sent to an online store that depicts signs of a scam. Beware of sites that offer goods deals but are missing basic information like shipping times and costs, the company's address, the direct contact information. When in doubt, follow best practices on how to shop online. The person insists on taking the conversation off social media and asks you to text them. This is another red flag. You met on social media, but he insists that you stop discussing on social media and then you go to private discussion via text, direct text. This allows them to bypass the security measures provided on most social media sites, or continue the scam if the account gets reported and banned. That is the reason they want to take you off social media, so that you communicate via email or via your WhatsApp number, so that in case they are being followed up and their site or their page or profile page has been stopped by the social media platform, they will continue to persuading you off social media to give in to their scam schemes. How to protect yourself. Be careful with what information you share online or on social media. By openly sharing things like pet names, schools you attended, links to family members, and your birthday, you can give a scammer all the information they need to guess your password or answer your security questions. The users of social media display even more information than this without knowing that they are exposing themselves to scammers. Don't click on anything in an unsolicited email or text message asking you to update or verify account information. Look up the company's phone number on your own. Don't use the one a potential scammer is providing, and call the company to ask if the request is legitimate. Carefully examine the email address, URL, and spelling. Used in any correspondence. Scammers use slight differences to trick your eye and gain your trust. Be careful what you download. Never open an email attachment from someone you don't know, and be wary of email attachment forwarded to you. Set up a two-factor or multi-factor authentication, on any account that allows it and never disable it. Verify and purchase requests in person if possible, or by calling the person to make sure it is legitimate. You should verify any change in account number or payment procedures with the person making the request. Be especially wary if the requester is pressing you to act quickly. I've already said that the greatest trick these people use is the creation of urgency. They would like you to act now, not later. That is a red flag. Money mobile fraud. Mobile money fraud is common these days, and it affects ordinary or common citizen than the educated elite. Many of these frauds are not reported owing to the small amounts involved, though it amounts to colossal sums for the fraudsters. The following are the ways one can avoid this kind of fraud, according to the Cybersecurity Authority of Ghana. Never give your mobile money PIN to anyone. It is highly advisable not to share personal identification number, PIN, or secret login numbers with anyone, including mobile money, sorry, including mobile money agents and the workers from all telecommunication service providers, companies, not even friends. One of these people are allowed to transact on your behalf since your PIN is your secret number. Make your PIN harder to guess. It is better to avoid using your year, month, and day of birth. Repetitive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, or a number denoting a year like 2018, 2022 must be avoided. And instead use a PIN that is difficult to guess but easy to remember. In case you currently have a weak PIN, change it right now. Never give your phone to mobile money agents. Do not trust and hand over your mobile phone to agents to transact on your behalf. This exposes you to fraudsters, because even those agents may be themselves fraudsters or agents of fraudsters. Wait for confirmation. Whenever you make a deposit at any mobile merchant store, make sure you receive a confirmation text before leaving the shop or the agent kiosk. Make sure the text you receive is authentically from the telecommunication company. Be vigilant and watch out for texts from suspicious phone numbers. Always verify transaction details before withdrawing or transferring money. Do not rush to refund an amount purportedly misrouted to your mobile money account. Fake winnings and awards. This comes in the following ways: that you won a lottery which you didn't participate in. Where in the world can this be possible? that your email was selected for an award from Google for using Gmail. For those who know, who do not know, Gmail is a free email service provided by Gmail. As of 2019, it had 1.5 billion active users worldwide, making it the largest email service in the world. A user typically accesses Gmail in a web browser or through the official mobile application. Fake conversations. See the email in the next slide. In the next slide. In the next two slides, I am going to show examples of this kind of scams. This is the example number one. Sample number one, someone is writing an email to you in a summary telling you that you have been awarded an amount totaling to 2,200,000 US dollars. This is what the fraudsters are looking at to influence you to act. The huge amount that they are displaying here and telling you that this amount can be yours if you take some steps. If you take some steps as given here below in the letter. Next. Next is another letter from scammers. It starts with greetings. Please accept my sincere apologies if my email does not meet your business or personal ethics. I am Mrs. Magie Sumelda. I'm 65 years old, a widow to the late Mr. John Semejida, who was the president of agricultural equipment giant Iicfip Corporation, who perished on the 4th of January 2002 in a plane crash in Birmingham. Please view the website below. This link is full of malware, malicious software that can steal a lot of information from your computer. That is scam number one. That is the trap to scam number one. This link there is this one here. This is a trap number one in this email. Then trap number two, they will go down to tell you the amount you are supposed to be paid, and then they will move down to ask once they feel that they have convinced you, they have taken over your thinking and your mind because of the huge amounts involved. They will now take you to trap number two. They will now ask you for your full names, official names, contact address, phone number, cell phone number, your age, occupation, and your country. This information can be used to fake your identity, to impersonate your identity, and then they can use it for their own scam schemes. Then it is signed by that Mrs. This is one of the many ways the scammers use to defraud people. If you are a lover of his money and you see huge figures like 5 million US dollars, and you start figuring how many things you can buy using the millions, then you will be defrauded so easily. Instead of getting the millions, they will get whatever small you have cleaned from your bank account. They will even go to the extent Once they find that you are responding and cooperating, you are giving them the information as to your personal details, they will go ahead and even ask you for the bank accounts and even ask you for your card numbers, and then you'll be in trouble. How much communication lead to scam? If you confirm that you need the cash, they will ask you for your full names and the bank account number. After giving them the account number, they usually ask you for the debit credit card details. They can even ask you for the debit card security code, so that they can load the millions to your card. Final step is to clean your bank account of all cash in it and then block you. They will block you. If you are communicating on WhatsApp, you find that no message is going through. If you are communicating or via email, you find that all the emails are undelivered. The emails to them are undelivered. Once they have cleaned your account of all the cars, they have gained and you have lost, because you have to lose for them to gain. How to generally avoid scams? Run away from the lust for easy money. Do not respond to such messages. Delete them immediately. Never share your debit card's security number drawn on an account with a cash balance, even when you are shopping online. Use a prepaid debit card when shopping online and ensure that the cash loaded on it is just enough to settle the transaction, inclusive of all the charges. This means that you load cash into the card only when you want to use it. That is the end of today's brief lecture on scams and how they can be avoided. I've taken that 7 minutes out of the 60 maximum minutes I was supposed to use, and this is deliberate so that those who like to speak, those who like to comment, those who like to ask questions can have time to do it. We can now discuss. You can now ask questions so that we discuss them through. Anyone in the room with a question or a comment? If there are no questions and comments, I will be very happy to hang up. I will be very happy to hang up because I've done my bit, I've done my part, and therefore I'll be very much pleased to hang up at this point. Thank you very much, and bye bye.